So, and welcome to Rockstar Logic. All about this car. What the fuck? So first, you see, it's smoking because I did lower it. It just works with this thing, with the heavy shotgun. It will blow up with this, it will blow up with that, it will blow up with a pistol. All I can use is this one bullet shotgun. Of course I cannot use this shotgun because it will blow the complete tire apart. This one too. And yeah.
What brings you in today?
You cannot even lower it on one wheel with a pistol or a machine gun or whatever.
100% guaranteed.
Oh, and here's the next logic, that's why I did repair it. Look, it's opening to the front. Why is it falling off when I go fast? This makes no fucking sense at all. First I go and drive to the insurance because of reasons. The first thing you see, the steering angle. Look. It's a bit weird. Not much. But the turning radius is a lot tighter. Ist ein neuer Stream. Ist ein neuer Stream. So now I use the whatever it's called in English, and I take a step away because take some steps away because of reasons. You see, with this thing it's blowing up. This makes no fucking sense.
Hello, this is Morse Mutual Insurance. I'll look into it.
Was heißt T-H-O-U-G-H?
Noch nie gehört das Wort.
Okay, Google.
Now we're coming to the next logic. Look, it has two turbos. Whereas this here makes sense somehow, because there's the exhaust side. Can't even look at my engine without getting cops. Now my car is all bloody.
Which, what?
Yeah,
What you
the
got?
6x6 was Desert Raid and Exemplar, and then this guy's gonna join these
So you see,
I can try to get the Tempesta and the 6x6.
wait a minute, someone's talking in the party.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, you want to do Exemplar and Desert Raid for...
So, you see, there's the exhaust side, you clearly can see it, that this is the intake side, because this goes here, and then the pipes come out of it, because this is the intake side of the turbo. And then, this makes sense. But how is this supposed to go from there to there? Why is this turbo not behind this turbo? It makes no fucking sense. Come on, Rockstar, you can clearly see that this is an inline engine. So why is this turbo not on this side? It really doesn't make any sense. And then, yeah, I talked about steering angle, right? Somewhere straight edge. You can see how the reel is going sideways over the ground. It's sliding it's going a little bit sideways. It makes no sense. How the fuck is this car supposed to turn like this tight radius with this little bit of steering angle? Come on, Rockstar. Put some more visible steering angle on it. It makes no sense. Now I show you some crosshair. This is happening too. Here on the Benny side. On this car it's okay, on this one it's okay, on the bikes it's always like that, somehow. On this I don't know, on this one it's okay, I think. On this one too. On this one, on the lowrider version, it goes reared too. On this one too. I don't know about this one because I don't have it. I don't know it too. I don't know. Here in the lowrider version, it's reared steering angle thing happening. Here it's okay. Here it is okay. I'm not sure about this one. This one it is okay. On this one I really don't know. On these two, this rear steering angle thing is happening too. I don't know about cars from here. We already talked about this one. Yeah, I don't know if there's any car from here where this shit is happening. I don't know about this too, so let's go to this side. On this one it is happening, this weird steering angle thing. On this one, I don't know about that one. Bikes, as always, steering angle reared thing is happening. I don't think it is on these ones. Bikes again. I'm not sure about this one. Where the fuck is this car that... Oh, there. On this one it's happening too. Is there any car where this happens? I don't think so.
Fuck patriotism. People need
And then there's a thing with the lowering and blowing up.
Exactly. Hey, you going to that party tomorrow?
When you're lowering the Banshee and the custom version,
Bring some notes.
it blows up as this, just like this car. This makes no fucking sense at all. Oops. I like it that I can get the hood away easily, but it makes no sense. There's that, so that's everything about the vehicles, but at least they got the headlights right. And oh, there was another thing that's very, very wrong. Let's go to Los Santos Customs fast. Oh no, fucking traffic.
Eat shit.
Oh, there are two more weird things that did happen to me with this car. There's a Rockstar detecting thing that did happen to me, and then there's just a customizing thing.
Here for the magic touch. Should be running better than ever.
So, there's that. Why can't we have this in black? But we can't have this one in black. And we can't have this one just in black. We can't have the standard one just in black. It makes no fucking sense at all. Why can't we have the stock one, or these ones, or that one, or this one, or whatever? Only this one we can have in black. And you can see it says Einlasse. That's in English intake. But the turbos are already there. Where is this intake supposed to go to? It is a 4-cylinder car and there are 4 intakes, so it would make sense on an A engine or with a car that has 4 turbos, or at least 2 under the hood. But here you can see them, so where is this supposed to go to? This makes no fucking sense. This is just some serious Rockstar logic. And after I bought this car, I did realize, wait, where are my custom number plates? And then I did go into the iFruit app, and I did order the stock wheels. You know, I was doing the stock wheels color thing, and I wanted to put the model number from the real car on the number plate, because why not? And the message was coming in that I can go to Los Santos Customs and just do the modification. Maybe it is still here. There. Blah blah blah, Savestra, blah 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 blah. And I was going into Los Santos Customs and there was just nothing. And then I was like, what the fuck is this? maybe it's just a problem with some parts or something. So I was like, let's try it without the number plate. Nothing did happen again. Let's just take a car from the street here. Oh, it's the same color, what the fuck. And then, yeah, basically nothing did happen again, so I was like, maybe it's just for this car. But no. I basically did take another car to the shop and did look for custom number plates. And the game did say, no, fuck you, you're not gonna get custom number plates. And yeah. Oh shit, please don't blow up. Okay, good. Blowing up cars when they land on the back makes no sense too. This is some Rockstar logic too, so there's that.
What miracle did you want me to perform?
Blah blah blah, you can take it into Benny's, blah blah blah, I don't care.
Better than new.
You see here, number plates, no custom number plates. I make it to mine, no custom number plates. So I think somehow Rockstar did put me on their blacklist when I did purchase the Savestra. For some reason I don't understand. Makes no fucking sense at all. This is just some serious Rockstar logic that's going on for me with this car, that I got on the blacklist of Rockstar just for no fucking reason. Yeah, I have some millions, I have 3.7 millions, but I think this doesn't have anything to do with that, because it makes no sense. Oh, fucking traffic. The traffic is some serious Rockstar logic too, because there's an X point of a road too. Let's just drive into there, not changing the lane. Oh, nothing that happened this time. Boom, there we go, crashes. And I think this will happen here again. Oh, I got lucky this time. How about this time? Oh, I got lucky again. I got some serious luck today with traffic, I think. Oh, again. And again, what the fuck? Because most times when you're going onto an X road like here, something happens like it did happen around 30 seconds ago. Whoa, did you just see how this car just did fly from left to the right? Like, what the fuck? This was crazy. So traffic makes no sense. You see, if I don't change the lane, I get fucked up. Let's get back to the main thing. I think everyone knows that the traffic in GTA makes no fucking sense at all. Where's Savestra? What the fuck? Here you see I have one Deluxo, I have two, and I have some more, but I just have some more Deluxes because of I can make different styles and stuff like that.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
So come on, there we go. Now there's the next Rockstar logic that had happened to me with this car. And that if I didn't do anything, if I was just going straight, this car would fuck me up. Oh, again, what the fuck, now I have... This car gives me bad luck with traffic. There's the next Rockstar logic with this car. And the next thing is... I was going like here, let's drive into Los Santos, and the door was closed. I was staying here like, why the fuck is this not opening? And then I did shoot the fucking gun of this thing. And then the door decides to open and I was going in, then the mechanic decides to get scared for some reason.
What brings you into that?
Or something that did happen on the outside. So it makes no fucking sense at all. This car has a lot of Rockstar logics, but I guess that's normal. I think a modder team with like 10 people did create a better game. Look at the multiplayer expansion for the PC version 5M. Just some modders did that and it's at some parts a lot better than normal GTA Online. So take that, Rockstar. Some modders are doing better jobs than a million heavy company or milliardaire, whatever. You have a lot of millions and you have a lot of teammates, let's say, and you can't do something better than a modder that is doing this as a hobby. Someone that is just creating stuff for GTA for fun and not as a job. And he does a better job. One person makes a better job than you, Rockstar? Are you serious? Can you do anything correctly? Some of the first cars in the game and some in the first things were perfect, but oh, do you see the next Rockstar logic on this car? Look at the back fender, look at the snow.
Please, just kill me. Kill me.
Look at this, what is happening to the snow? This makes no fucking sense. Oh my god, this car is full of Rockstar logics. Maybe there's another Rockstar logic. I talked about the turbos, exhaust side thing. I did talk about the intake thing. I did talk about the steering angle thing. I did talk about all the things that are wrong with this car.
Better than when she came in, that's for sure.
The thing is, there's mostly with every new car Rockstar logic, because there are so much penny vehicles and people are every time expecting when a car comes out, ooh, customization, ooh, but guess what? You get fucked in the ass. Oh, I found another Rockstar logic, but I will talk about that on the outside. So why can't we modify the inside of the car? Why can we not put a different dashboard in it? Why can we not put some different door inside things on it? Like we can do on the Banshee or the Sultan, or I think on the Italy we can do it too, or there are a lot of Benny vehicles where we can change the inside the door panels. So where we can change the door panels, and we can change the dashboard, we can change the complete interior, we can change the steering wheel, we can change the dashboard, we can change the we can change the dials, we can change the speedometer and all that stuff. We can change the roll cage, all completely separate from everything. We can change the seats, all completely separate from everything. Why can we not get this on every car? It is not a lot of work for you, because the seats are easily reusable on every car. You then don't have to recreate it. You just need to position the seats right and nothing more, and you just need to add the option for it. So, and there's another Rockstar logic with this car, or every car that has wheels like this as standard, where you can see there is no metal surface. It's not chrome, it's not bare metal or something. These are just some painted rims. But guess what? We cannot paint them. Why can we not paint rims that are painted and not chrome or whatever? Why can we not paint those standard rims? This makes no fucking sense. But this is on every car. The weird thing is at the I think it's called Jester. On the race version, it has painted rims from standard. But guess what? You cannot change the color without tricks. When you take your aftermarket wheel, put it on it, and you change the color on the Jester race car, and then go back to the standard rim, guess what? It takes the color that you did put on the standard rims, the aftermarket rims, I mean. So this makes no fucking sense at all. And surprisingly, there is no Rockstar logic about the sound of this car, because some cars sound like a V10 or V12 or inline 6 or a V6, and when you look under the bonnet it has a 4-cylinder or a V8. Yeah, it's just doesn't make no sense. I was close to getting fucked up from the traffic again. Look, let's look for a little parking spot here. Just to get away from traffic. Why the fuck is this going reverse? What the fuck? Why did this happen? This makes no sense. The thing is, this really makes no sense at all. Especially this sliding sideways thing with the front wheels make no sense. at all. It's just a serious Rockstar logic. I don't know what to say about it. What the fuck? Audio got fucked up. The thing is, it's in this game since the PS3 version. Since the what is this car called again? I don't remember. It should be down here somewhere. 20,000, 30,000, 50, 80 grand. And there we go. The Warrener. This did come in the hipster update. No hipster update. So this is a long time ago. And this steering angle Rockstar logic is in there in this game since then. So it's in there since years. They fix it, but guess what? They don't do anything. And this just fucks me up, because yeah, it's not only this car, that's the thing. If they do the mistake one time, okay, you can say, okay, this can happen, but this stuff here, this red steering angle things, front wheel sliding sideways on the ground thing, did happen many more times than just one time. It did happen like 4, 5, 6 times or whatever, and I was looking at the hood and on this angle, and I was like, wait, does the turbo even fit the hole? But then I was like, this angle, oh, there is a little gap, okay, it's right. So there's that little thing that they could do right. And you see the engine is turning off when I'm going out of the car. That was different in the beginning of the game, when you just did press the triangle button to get out, just like this. The engine did stay on. Oh my god, when it turns on it sounds like it is broken. And when you just press it normal, the engine stays on when you're going out of the car, and when you hold it, it did turn the engine off. Okay, so why Rockstar? Why did you remove this? It makes no fucking sense. It makes just as much sense as this front wheel sliding across the ground sideways. This makes no fucking sense at all. And look at this Rockstar, come on. Why do you have to put guns on every fucking car? It gets annoying. I get it that some people want to have some cars with guns. There is, let's look up on here. There's that thing. Okay, it makes sense. It's a part of the Doomsday heists, so you need guns. On this one here, it makes sense too. You need weapons on this. You use this in Doomsday heist, so you need to have weapons on this. On this one, it makes sense too. I don't call this a real weapon, but yeah, it has some kind of weapon somehow. Okay, this is the Batmobile. This makes sense. So there's the Wagner. What the fuck I'm talking about? There's the Ardent. On this one, it makes sense because it was in a James Bond movie, so it makes sense to have guns on it. There's the Temper. Okay, it's old American muscle car. It says gun running, but it's like smuggler stuff, because in the old days a lot of smugglers did take some old muscle cars or whatever and smuggle their stuff in there. And on this one it makes sense to have weapons on, because in real life it's based on an old Dodge Power Wagon, I think. It's the Dune Loader. And there's another version, that's the I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, in real life this is basically, it is in reality it's a military vehicle, so it makes sense. Then there is that. Why the fuck would you have guns on that? Why would you have guns on a fucking quad? Okay, this makes sense. This is the Knight Rider car kit. It makes sense. Why the fuck would you have a limo with guns? Okay, this one makes sense because it has guns in real life too, so this one here makes sense, of course. Yeah, it's just weird. And there is the, I don't remember the name of it. I think it's the JB700. You see, it has fucking guns on it. There. In story mode you can use those fucking guns. So there you can see it even better. But why did you not enable it in the online mode? Since some updates there are a lot of vehicles with guns. So why did you not just activate the gun option on this car? Or did make a version for the online mode without the guns, and you have to put these cars into the MOC and to put guns on it? Makes no fucking sense. This is just stupid. And yeah, but I cannot get the other car I want to talk about, but I can show it to you on the internet. What? Where is this thing? This one has all-wheel drive, so it makes completely sense. When you look under it, it has a four-wheel setup, and so it makes sense. So this one has four-wheel drive, and it doesn't make any sense because it doesn't. When you look under the front, there's actually the front wheel, so it doesn't make any sense. Why the fuck has this thing four-wheel drive? On this one it is the same bullshit, and in real life most trophy trucks doesn't have all-wheel drive. 99% of the trophy trucks are rear-wheel drive, because rear-wheel drive is more simple and stuff like that. Because these cars are going around 120 miles per hour in the fucking desert. So if something goes wrong, it needs to be replaceable in a fast time, because if the truck gets stuck in the pit or has to wait for the team to arrive with some new parts, they are fucked up. The complete race is over. That's why they have a simple setup, because if something gets fucked up, in the back of it they have some parts to repair some things, and yeah, maybe they could fix the drivetrain, but guess what? The all-wheel drivetrain is much more complicated, and yeah, it takes not just like one look to fix it or to guess what needs to be fixed. It is like, oh shit, what is wrong? They have to take the whole thing apart and not just look on the car. That's wrong. They completely have to take it apart. So, and there's another Rockstar logic with these trucks. Look how high up they are. It makes no fucking sense. And this one too. Look at this. Look at this gap here at the back. It's huge. Or look at this gap here to the ground. It's huge. It's an off-road car, yes, but it has to go with 120 miles per hour in the fucking desert. And with this ride height, it tips over and flips itself, and you get fucked up. And when this happens at 200 kilometers per hour, that's 120 miles per hour, the car flips over, you get fucked up, you're dead. So let's get the trophy truck. And
God damn! I love your car.
oh wait, first I have to buy the desert. Speaking of desert, just buy it, and okay, I have room in this garage. Let's just take this car away. We did talk enough about it. Let's just get the trophy trucks out.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels?
And I will show you another thing that makes no sense
It's coming at you.
in every way. So there we go. Please don't fuck me up. Good. Let's take this gun. What the fuck is she doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't run me over. You see how high up this thing is? So, let's fix it. So. Fucking cops. Okay, so look at this. Fucking traffic. Traffic always fucks your things, what you're doing. So you can see, in the back it's lower than the front. When you look at the ground clearance, in the back it's lower. That's about right. In real life they are even lower. Wait, maybe I can find some spot where I can do this. Let's get out of my way, please. Thanks. Okay. Let's try it at the stairs. I hope. Oh, it does fit. In real life, they are low as this. Normally, that's fucking normal on these trucks. They are okay. It cannot go lower. It can't get deeper into the fender. But that's about right. Not as they are as standard. Oops. Come on, get out of my way. Okay, let's go to the next Rockstar logic. Oh. Okay. That's kinda not the problem. This is not Rockstar logic. This makes completely sense. Okay. But there's another Rockstar logic. Why can we not put another car here? Or here, or wherever we want? Why can we not just drive cars in like we're used to in Grand Theft Auto 4 and earlier? We just can drive the cars into our parking space or garage or whatever and by yourself. And in GTA San Andreas, garages that are supposed to be 2 car garages, sometimes you just can't fit 1 car in there if it's big. Oh, the hood has the wrong color. I have to fix that. By the way, this one has the steering angle bullshit too. Where's the trophy truck thing? It is the same shit here. This part of the end of the tire is like here normally in real life. When you Google the real life name of this thing, there comes the Red Bull truck up. And it's fucking low compared to this here. As I said, this part of the tire is here. It's like 20 centimeters lower in real life. So you see, it has all-wheel drive, but where's the axle to drive this wheel? Or on this side for this wheel? Where is it? I can't find it. It makes no fucking sense. Okay, let's take it into the shop. I have to show you something that I cannot see from here, but no, I can't.
What
she need then?
Okay,
Now what
and oops, and there we go. Isn't the axle supposed to be in the middle of the wheel? And guess what? Why is the axle moving with the lowering or the complete suspension?
I can do.
This makes no sense at all. Really? Come on, Rockstar. How does this make any sense? You really have to fix some shit up.
I'm always here.
Let's go back to the Savestra and drive it around. Because I like this car and it's awesome. Oh, there's another Rockstar logic that I have to solve for people that don't know anything about cars. When you look at this car, you think, okay, it's a sports car, but the engine, the hood is so large, it has to be on this side. But guess what? That's the trunk. In real life, the engine is in the back of this car. It's a DeLorean, I think everyone knows it. When looking at the back, it's the Back to the Future car. And I think everyone should know that this car has the engine in the back, because yeah, when there's a trunk, the engine has to be here somewhere. On this one, yeah, you see there's a trunk, a little trunk. But guess what? Under that thing with the stripe, there is the engine. Just like in the Volkswagen bus, you know? There's a little bit of trunk space, and on the bus it's not a little bit, but there's trunk space, and under the trunk is the engine basically. And here is another Rockstar logic. When they did completely remake the M3 E30, so on the back it has a little bit of Mercedes vibe to it, but just a little bit of Mercedes. But look at the headlights, look at the grille. The grille isn't that big of a problem, because it's a Sentinel. The old Sentinel was always like this with that grille, and I think it always had square lights. But when you completely copy, or 90% copy this car from real life, why don't make it correctly? You have done so many copies that are exactly like the real life ones. Look at the Sabra Turbo. It's exactly like the Oldsmobile 440. And there's another Rockstar logic. Why is it foggy in here? It makes no fucking sense. Look at this fog. It makes no sense. This there on the outside, it makes sense. It's okay. It's normal. But guess what? It's in the inside too. It makes no fucking sense. And there's another Rockstar logic with one specific car. Not this one, not that one, not this one. But guess what? That one. It's, I think everyone knows Porsche, right? So it's the RWB Porsche, basically. You see, you can put the RWB ring on there, but that's not what I'm talking about. Look, look at this. Why are there glass domes over the headlight? Because there's already a cover in there. It makes no fucking sense at all. And the bumpers, the hoods, the wheel position, the fenders, this makes all sense. It's all good, it's okay. Nothing wrong with this car at all. Just these things. Yeah, that's just all. The diffuser is a little bit weird, but that's normal. That's normal Rockstar things. Nothing wrong with this car. Nothing wrong with that. There's just a steering angle thing wrong on this one too. On this one there is another thing wrong. Yeah, you can put a top on it, just like... Do I have one in here? I don't know if I have an SUV in here like this. No, I don't. You basically can... Oh. You basically can make it into a into a SUV just like this one. You can turn it into one like this. And I think in real life people do a lot of off-road builds on this one. I think every car guy should know it's an old Chevy truck. Nothing wrong with the wheel position, nothing wrong with the tire size. There's nothing wrong with that, there's nothing wrong with the spoiler. It's weird, but there's nothing wrong with that. But guess what? You can put a rusty design on there to make it look fucked up, you know. This I don't know the name of this look, but let's say red rod look, because red rods are somehow mostly a bit rusty, but technically wise they're all fine. Normally if the guy makes a good job. The thing is, you can put a complete top on there, so it is like the Rancher. But guess what? If you put the rusty design on there, it doesn't get rusty with it. So it makes no sense at all. There's a rusty top, but it doesn't fit with the design. So I did talk about the suspension thing, I did talk about this weird thing with the steering angle, I did talk about a lot of stuff, but I think there's another one, but let's find the car on this one. You can really see it on this one. It's just right, it's perfect, kinda. It's okay. I mean, tires right on the edge, nothing wrong. Back in the day where this car was ruling the streets of Germany, in Japan the 86 was basically the M3 at that time, but I'm not talking about that. Look how much tucked in the wheel is. This is just crazy. It's still a nice car, but it's weird. And guess what? There's another one. Yeah, it has R35 wheels, and the spoiler doesn't fit correctly, but still looks nice. The diffuser is okay, nothing wrong with that. Look at the fitment now, it's perfect, it's on point. At the back it's still okay, it could be a little bit more out, but it's still okay. But let's take it to the shop.
What were you looking for? What are you after?
There is where is this? Ah, there are fenders. Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that. This is okay, it's not bad.
How many cars you got in this garage?
But guess what? Look at the tire fitment. Or let's say tire and wheel fitment. Rockstar, why don't you make two versions of cars where you put stuff like this on? There's a wide body kit for the Futo that doesn't fit because the wheels don't poke out wider, and there's one for the Warner, there's one for a lot of cars. So why don't you make just two versions? You make one wide body version that with the correct fitment, and you make one normal version with non-wide body. I don't get it. Why you don't do this correctly? Because it's so easy. With mods you can fix this in 10 seconds. So I think it's not a lot of work to do this correctly. It makes no sense at all.
Do you need a drink?
Why this has to be like this. Really, it makes no sense at all. Why? Come on, Rockstar, you can do better jobs. We have seen some good jobs from you in the back in the days.
Whatever you do.
So why don't you make
Technology and budget.
it good? I don't get it. Back in the day, Rockstar did make perfect things. Look at San Andreas. Mostly everything was perfect for its time.
Making decisions is stressful.
And as I said, now come on. Just this one simple thing. They could fix it easily, but yeah, they don't do it. And there are a lot of other things that are not cool and are not right, and they don't fix any of their bullshit. They do a lot of bullshit and they don't fix it. Some modders have to say like, fuck you, Rockstar, we do it. We can do it better than you. And then your big brother, let's say big brother because of reasons,
No rush at all.
Take Two then goes like, oh fuck you modders, we take your program away that you need to mod the game, go fuck yourself and make your own game. So like this way, you know. But guess what, then community says, oh fuck you Take Two, we give you a lot of dislikes. Then they did give us the program back. I'm playing on PS4 as you can see because of the on-air logo, because I don't think you have that on Xbox or on PC. And there are some vehicle damage things. In the beginning of the game I talked about the sorry, I'm a bit sleepy. I did talk about the damage thing on the Savestra. When you lower it, it makes no fucking sense at all. But guess what? On the benches, it's happening too. If you try to lower it, it gets fucked up. Where the fuck do I have my Savestra? Oops, it's up here. I'm an idiot. Let's just get it out. There is... Okay, this song is nice. I like it. There's the series. There are a lot of Rockstar logic with the oppressor. If you're driving with the wings out over an edge like this, sometimes the game says, fuck you, you're not going to drive over this curb or whatever that has the size of this, not much bigger, not like this. When you fly off the bike with this on this one, I can totally understand it. It makes sense. But why do you fly off the bike sometimes when you're driving with the wings out on this? Why are you flying off the bike then? No, don't get in this car, get in my car. Again, weird things happening with the snow on this car. Okay, characters going with the music. But let's talk about the damage. Oh my god, the headlights are crazy, by the way. If you crash your plane into a building, sometimes it survives without any problem, and sometimes you just bang into the slide pool and it blows up. It makes no fucking sense. Or you bang into the ground a little bit, it blows up. With the Howard I was trying to land at Los Santos Customs, which is totally fine, totally no problem for me. But guess what? I didn't see one thing. I didn't see this woody thing here. Oh shit, I broke my window. I didn't see this massive wood thing that is stronger than a tank or stronger than a building. And guess what? I've banged into it with full speed nearly. Nothing did happen. The plane didn't even fall apart. Nothing was happening. There were just some scratches. And then I did fall into the ground just where this lady is walking. Yeah, walking. I did bang into the ground here slowly. A lot slower than I did bang into this wood thing. But guess what? The plane did blow up. Its damage in this game is crap. But guess what? There are modders that do this as a hobby and they did fix that. So yeah, it makes the damage or wait. There's another Rockstar logic. Oh my god, every time I turn this car on it sounds like it's fucked up. It sounds like it's going to die. Oh, the headlights don't go far enough. So let's get back into the car. Okay, no camera where... Oh, there you can see it, maybe. You can see it. Why is this... How can there be light behind the fucking wall? How? How is this possible? How can go light through... my English is fucked up. How can light go through a fucking solid wall? How is this possible? Tell me, Rockstar, how is this possible? This problem didn't exist in Grand Theft Auto 4, I think, so where's the problem in GTA 5? You could fix that, but guess what? It's in there since the beginning. Ah, this noise, this is so bad. Okay, look at this. Turbocharger is spinning, so they did fix that. What the fuck, why did the weapon change? I didn't push anything. What happens when I... Okay, nothing happens. Wait, did the hood just lift up? What the fuck? Why did this happen? Oh yeah, I shoot on the turbo and the hood really did lift up. Makes no fucking sense. Let's drive in there to get rid of the bomb. I don't know why the game did throw a bomb, but it makes no sense at all. Here's a friend that's... Come on. Now he's banging into my car, really. Okay. On this car, Rockstar did a good job mostly, but as I say, there is this real sliding side race on the ground thing. There's that it gets blown up when you try to lower it thing, and there's the weapon thing, why they need to put weapons on every fucking car. But hey, they fixed the turbo thing. They did this right. But on the exhaust side, on the turbo, when you open the hood, I already said it. He's a fucking idiot. You see on this side, the pipe goes back, that's normal. That goes to the exhaust here, that's normal. But guess what? On this engine, it is inline 4. As you can see, it's inline 4. On the right side there is the intake. So on the top of the engine is the intake, and you can see the pipes coming from it and going into the engine. It makes sense. But guess what? Where is the turbo getting the exhaust gas from to make it work? On this side it makes sense because there is the exhaust manifold. The exhaust manifold should go up into this little pipe that you can see just about there under the blue pipe. So the exhaust manifold should go up, but yeah, you still can do it with the manifold going down, but with going up manifold it makes more sense. But because there is the exhaust manifold, there is the turbo, where is this turbo getting the exhaust gas from? I don't think in real life you would build a pipe all going around the engine and going into there. I don't think you would do this in real life. In real life you would construct the exhaust a little bit different and then put this turbo behind that turbo. Because on this inline 4 setup, or all inline engines, it makes more sense to put the turbos all on one side. So why would you put the turbo on this side? Because how can you get the exhaust gas from there to there without problems? Guess what? There's no way you can get the exhaust gas from there to there without any problems. Because this turbo will make less power because there's more distance. This turbo can be on the flange of the manifold instantly, just like 40 centimeters away from the engine, or from the last cylinder here to this side. It's maybe 50 centimeters, let's say. So you can create a good manifold for that, but there is a long way to this turbo. So this turbo will make problems for making power. So there was some Rockstar logic about vehicle stuff. But yeah, finally on this update they did fix the plane doors. Finally, after 5 years, they did fix it, that you can open your fucking doors on the plane. And guess what? There's another Rockstar logic in this car. I just found it. No get out. Okay. Okay, I can show you that from the back seat. Okay. I guess I have to do it a different way. Okay, from here you can see it. Look at the red thing going down there at the back seat. What are they doing there on the back side? Why is there no bar in the roll cage to mount the thing on there? I don't know the name in English. You could just put a bar there and fit it on, and it makes sense, and you still could have a back seat. But would be a little bit uncomfortable with the roll cage, but you would still be able to sit there. Guess what? No. Because of this shit. Why not just completely remove the back seats, Rockstar? Like you can do it on the Sultan RS, you can completely strip it out. It makes sense. And I found another Rockstar logic on this car. Why is the door not closing? Wait, it doesn't even fit, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, look. Can you see it there? I don't know. There you can see it. The door doesn't fit correctly. So how is this door supposed to be closed? It should be closed every time, and you should go in and out like you would do on a NASCAR, because the door doesn't fit correctly. So there's another Rockstar logic. But overall, it's a nice car. The trunk makes sense. It could get a little bit more in, but at the end there's still a trunk. You don't use it anyway because... Oh, let's see if there's an invisible barrier. Let's see it from this angle. Guess what? There's an invisible wall. It makes no sense. Come on, Rockstar. And who did make... There's another Rockstar logic. This car is just falling apart when the hood is open. What the fuck? Okay, this makes no sense. Guess what? Once the door is opened, it doesn't want to close. It doesn't want to close properly. So this song is stupid. it makes completely sense all what I did say, because the whole car things are there are a lot of things that are just completely wrong, and there are a lot of things that are right. At least they did fix some issues. Let's see what is coming next on this update. I'm sure there are some Rockstar logics coming in the next cars, because it's Rockstar. So see you next one.